Continue to follow this breaking news coming in out of the Middle East as we get a look at what appears to be an assassination attempt by Hezbollah on Israel's Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. Axios reporting that Netanyahu's home in the coastal town of Caesarea was hit by an explosive drone launched from Lebanon by the terror group days after Israel killed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. Now, this photo right here on your screen was posted on social media by Dr. Eli David, a well-known researcher and lecturer. David says this is from one of Iran's official Telegram channels showing the direct hit on Netanyahu's home. Now, we are told that Netanyahu and his wife were not there at the time. A lot to discuss here, so I do want to bring in a friend of the show to help kind of break it all down. We do have Ben and Ben Talablu, Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Thank you so much, as always, for taking the time to be here.
Pleasure. Great to be with you. Thank you.
Of course. Well, first off, I do want to ask your overall reaction when you see that an assassination attempt has led to this. We're not talking about a plot, but an actual drone that appears to have hit Netanyahu's home.
Yes, well, it's a real sign that despite the success just recently against Sinwar in the south, particularly in Rafah, to Israel's north, there is a far more complex political and military battlefield. And despite the reporting that we've seen now over the past 2 weeks, based on some of the military successes Israel has had in the north against Hezbollah, against its operatives, and even against its arsenal, there remains a significant long-range strike capability in the hands of that terror group. That long-range strike capability is brought to you by the world's foremost state sponsor of terrorism, that is the Islamic Republic of Iran. That is the country that has created and armed and trained and equipped Hezbollah for so many years now to perform exactly this sort of function. So despite some of the...
All right, Shalom. Giving all praise to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Kahar Gradash, Damaras to the apostles and the elders that were well. Peace and many salutations to your account that's told in this truth. Now, as you can see, that Hezbollah is responsible for an unaliving event of Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, Hezbollah is a proxy army of Iran, so it's not coincidence that with all these attacks that happened on Iran, that this, attempt happened to Netanyahu. Things are getting more and more heated. That's equivalent to, say for instance, if America was into proxy army wars with let's say Russia, right? And there's an actual attempt on the president's life, that would be big news. Well, it happened to Israel's prime minister. Okay, so this is big news that's going on. This war has become more and more dangerous, for both parties, even when it comes to certain politicians on the various leaders of Hamas and Hezbollah has been unalived by Israel. Israel has been doing T attacks in Lebanon with the whole pagers exploding on various people and civilians. So there's a lot of war tactics that seem to be breaking, international law. Man, this war is becoming more and more gritty, and it's only going to escalate, as time progresses, and it's going to eventually affect us here. So this is something to definitely look out and pay attention to the whole situation that's going on, in Western Asia, or the Middle East, in the Israel area, Iran area, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things going on, but this is prophecy. There's a lot of rumors that's happening, so we don't know uh, what's valid, what's not, man. And this is a telltale sign of the times that we're living in. Okay, let's get you some scriptures. Now this is Jeremiah 51:46, and the NLT says, "But do not panic, do not be afraid when you hear the first rumor of approaching forces, for year will come year, for rumors will keep coming year by year. Violence will erupt in the land, and the leaders fight against one another." Okay, so we're gonna hear more rumors. Okay, Ezekiel 7:26. Calamity will follow calamity. Rumor will follow rumor. They will look in vain for a vision from the prophets. They will receive no teaching from the priests, no counsel from the leaders. So things are going to get more and more hectic and crazy out here. Rumors are going to become more inflammatory, especially as certain things progress. So people are definitely going to be looking for answers in a time of war. I can see different ideologies springing up that are going to be either more militant or more extreme as far as their rituals. Calling for people to be ascetic. If I'm saying that right, which means like basically acidic, which basically means more like into fasting and stuff like that. People will get more desperate, and you'll have more and more crazy, you know, religious nuts, spring up, and in politics, I can definitely see, what you are seeing now, bigger leaders being taken out, So it's a lot of things going on. Just gotta keep watching and keep pushing. Shalom.